What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Gotham video review. So, I didn't do one last week because, well, I never actually had the time. But Gotham here is just the absolute most bizarre thing I've watched all week, and I've just caught up with American Horror Story. And yes, this episode of Gotham is still the most bizarre thing on TV this week. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated, and please do drop a like and consider subscribing with notifications on so you never actually miss a video. Please do slap a like on it as well, show some support for these Gotham videos, because sometimes I never actually have the time to make them, just like tonight, so this one is a bit late. So it's all the support is really appreciated if you want to keep these Gotham videos on this channel. But this was the Fight Club. The Fight Club is back again, and this was an episode of Gotham again without actually having Bruce Wayne in it. And, well, Bruce Wayne wasn't actually missed one bit this episode, to be honest, because we had such an amazing kind of episode and story with all of the criminals of Gotham City. So the Penguin has been completely and utterly mugged off by the Riddler, who has been kind of somehow turned the Narrows Fight Club into his own personal sort of comedy drama thing. And it's reminded me very much of the scene in Thor where we actually had the weird, or Thor Ragnarok, where we had the really weird kind of play set by Loki presenting an alternative history for himself, which was absolutely hilarious. And as again, here this is a hark back to those kind of ancient kind of tragedy comedies and things like that, reminiscent of Game of Thrones as well, where we had another alternative history portrayed by the common people. But here, this was the Riddler, and he is still very angry at his ex-BFF Cobblepot for, well, betraying him. But here, the Fight Club just inexplicably has been turned into some sort of comedy arena, and the people who are watching it have absolutely been enamored with Solomon Grundy here. Well, the common folk will love the next best thing. It is very much the flavour of the month for the people who could easily turn on everyone, but the Riddler has them in his complete palm, which is very funny here. Now, one of the issues I had was right at the end of the episode, we actually had the Narrows kind of unofficially elect a brand new leader in the form of Lee, which I don't really know why they have kind of elected to choose her, because really, surely the only people that actually know she is in that club who is actually kind of, you know, doing good are the fighters, and notably the fighters who lose. So the common people there wouldn't actually know who she really is. So I find that really weird, and I think that having the Riddler as the sort of de facto leader of the Narrows would have worked a lot better. But the Penguin has had enough by sending his own version of the Gotham City Sirens in to go and extract the Riddler. And, well, of course, it goes awry as they realise that Butch is the one who is actually the kind of the muscle for the Riddler, which was really funny to see. I love the fact that each one of these characters actually realises that, well, the past never actually stays dead. So really fun here in that part of the episode to see this all work out. And this episode is just beyond strange, as the main part of this episode is dealing with the kind of the change in leadership of the GCPD, and we see a very strange Fight Club episode. And one thing I actually really like about Gotham is the fact that we do actually get to see the different parts of Gotham and the characters, the villains of Batman mythos that we never really get to see in other media. It is really kind of a bit skewed towards major villains such as the Joker, but here we get to see Solomon Grundy, we get to see an early version of Selina Kyle as well, all somehow work together. And it was funny seeing the champion versus champion, which they could have stretched that out over maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I'm glad that they didn't, and glad that this we had a resolution to this storyline. But the Penguin, I'm wondering how many L's the Penguin can actually take before Gotham City decide, or at least the Gotham City elite criminal decide that, well, maybe he's not actually worth, propping him up here, and that he can be very, very easily toppled. I guess that's because he's got Victor Zsasz on his side. But Sophia Falcone absolutely has him wrapped around her little finger, and as expected, she has turned on Jim Gordon. Not even turned on Jim Gordon, but really revealed why she's actually come back, and revealed her true colours, and that is to restore her crime family, and that's the only reason she ever elected to actually help Jim Gordon, who himself is now the leader of the GCPD, because, well, Harvey is, rubbish, and really, did we ever expect Harvey to, actually be the bastion of truth and justice in Gotham City? No, we never expected it. He's just been thrust into an impossible situation, which surely Jim Gordon, could actually understand. But now he's going to have to contend with a newly vigored Sophia Falcone, who now is out there and wanting to bring her crime family completely back, all the while the Penguin is inexplicitly keep on losing, but is still in charge for some reason. And now this new kind of people's revolt will be coming from the Narrows, and it's nice to see the Narrows are all sticking together now, and they all actually have a good person to rally behind. It was really funny to see the ringleader of this fight club completely and utterly destroyed by Barbara straight away, because Barbara is, a complete and utter straight savage. So we have a new faction rise here in the form of the Narrows. So the Narrows now are a new organisation who can now take on the Penguin, and really all don't actually like the Penguin, which is a very strong, visceral and powerful enemy when they are all united. But let me know what you think in the comments. What did you think of this episode? Where do you think it will actually go next? It was nice to see more of the Riddler, and the Riddler be fun, and I think that Edward Nygma is his best when he is simply unleashed and being fun. So that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.